Welcome to GameBros. This is Skuko.
And this is Prodigy.
Coming to you live from our GameBros studios here in beautiful Miami, Florida. You know what time it is. It's time for another GameBros live show. It's crazy right now. The whole world is in chaos and everything is going to crap. But we are going to continue on doing what we do best. We're going to try to provide the best show possible for you guys and keep you guys up to date with all your gaming news. How are you doing with this whole quarantine coronavirus thing?
Oh, man, I really hate being home all the time. I don't like being stuck in there. I don't like being stuck in my room. But it has given us the opportunity to revamp a lot of stuff on the show, revamp our Twitch, revamp our Discord, which if you guys do want to check all that stuff out, go down below. We go live on Twitch now for our gameplay streams, so that way you guys can check us out there on Twitch. But here for YouTube, just so you guys can know, a little update, we're just going to keep live shows. We'll do highlights and stuff like that and keep that on YouTube. But for gameplay lives and when we go live and have our, Friday nights, we just go and play some Rainbow Six or some Apex. You guys can check us out on Twitch. Again, links below. And definitely join our Discord so that way you guys can, we can have conversations, talk. We can also set up Discord chats if you guys want to talk about anything. And then we also send our links and different things like that there. But yeah, so I've been taking the time to revamp a lot of stuff and have everything nice and
basically, we don't want to bog down the YouTube channel with a bunch of views.
Yeah.
So a lot of the streaming stuff, a lot of the we're going to do that on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
And then what we're going to bring you here is the live shows, events, like new stuff that comes out, new content, and things like that. But like the big 2 hour, 1 hour streams, we're not going to put that on here anymore. We're going to leave that on Twitch, and then we're going to get the highlights, and Prodigy will put them up on YouTube.
Yep.
And if we do, let's say I did the Uncharted series, or how Record was doing the BioShock, we'll do that as well. Let's say Last of Us comes out, we'll live stream it and play it on YouTube so we can put it as a playlist so people can watch it and follow along, though. Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff that came out. I thought this was going to be, quarantine week. I thought we were going to keep everything nice and calm and we're not going to have to worry about any gaming news. And lo and behold, Xbox comes out of left field and says, hey, guys, we've been quiet. We did show some specs, but these are the complete specs now for the Xbox Series X. And they also showed us some videos. First off, we're going to show you a breakdown of the Xbox, some of the internals and stuff. That way you guys can see what's inside of this. This is a monster.
It is a monster. When I saw the specs and I looked at some of the stuff which we'll get into soon, it is nasty. I don't know if you want to go down the list or I go down the list of now because we got confirmed specs. That's it. There's a full list of everything that's going to be on the Xbox Series X.
So before what we were looking at maybes, what it could be, things like that. But now what we're looking at is this is it. Yep. This is the bad boy. This is what it's going to be inside this machine. And as you guys are looking at right now, you guys are looking at a breakdown of the different parts that will be in there. The motherboard, the CPU, the system, the cooling system that it has. So just so we know what's in there, there's going to be a CPU, 8 times Zen 2-core at 3.8 gigahertz is the frequency is going to be running. The GPU is going to be a 12 teraflop GPU, which is nasty. It is 6 times what the Xbox One is. And that's going to be running at 1.825 gigahertz. The RAM is a big jump as well because before they were using DDR5 and I think it was 3 or 6 gigs.
I think it was 6.
Yeah, it was 6 gigs. And now they bumped it up to 16 gigs. And there's going to be DDR6. And the DDR is the gaming RAM, not just the regular RAM. Not like the ones you get in your regular laptops. These are gaming-specific RAM. It's got faster buses and stuff. It's going to come with 1 terabyte. Basically, you'll be able to download 10 games. Right? Xbox Series X games got to be 100 gigs, man. Grand Theft Auto's at 100 gigs. So, 10 games around there. It's going to have an optical drive, which is good for watching movies. It's not going to be good for playing games. You know that, right, Prodigy?
Why?
Because the speed that the disc spins is so much slower than an SSD. So basically, they're going to use the disc to kind of offload the information and kind of use the disc as like a pirating, defense.
Yes.
Basically. But it's more for watching movies. That's what that drive's going to be for. They also confirm 120 FPS support. They're not saying it's all going to run at 120.
But it's going to have the support for it.
But it's going to have support for it. Which 60 is gorgeous, right?
And now, 60 is amazing.
So when you're playing a game that's 30 and then you go to 60, you're like, dude, this is so smooth. Imagine 2 times that. That's going to be sick.
Can't wait.
I can't wait either. And it's got potential for 8K resolution, which is good. It's going to have built-in ray tracing, variable rate shading, all that good stuff. Compatible. Bunch of numbers for all you guys.
Yes. Hard data.
If you're a tech head, you like this stuff. But if you are, the common Joe, which are the people that are actually going to go buy this system, they don't really care about the 12 teraflops. They don't care about the 3.8 gigahertz. And, where's my boy? Wait up. I got it here somewhere. Where is it?
What happened? You can't find him?
Well, yeah. Well, actually.
There it is.
Predicament. Maybe I can be of assistance with the dancing, twisting, and the kung fu fighting. Diddle-diddle-dee-doo.
That's basically what it sounds like to everybody.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. We want to see what this bad boy can do. So real quick, I know Prodigy has been showing you guys the motherboard, the fans, the controller.
Oh, I didn't go through that yet.
Okay, so right here, let's start.
I wanted to start talking about this stuff.
Okay, so what are we looking at right here?
These are to just like in the PS4 you can expand it with a hard drive. Xbox Series X is gonna have these expandable storages. Like they look like mini SSDs, is what they are.
Yeah, but back in the day, for all the retro gamers out there, we call these memory cards.
Yes,
that's basically
what they are. Yeah,
it's just just a little larger than normal memory cards. So they're gonna come out in different. They're all proprietary to Xbox. They're gonna come in different sizes: 1 terabyte, 2 terabytes. It of course is gonna work its way up. These go installed in the back of the console, so they're not gonna be exposed in the front, bulging out. Because I know a lot of people are like, I don't like my console to look. But
yeah, this is gonna be in the back of the console.
So that's what's going to be awesome about that. So once you could expand the memory. So internally it comes with the 1 terabyte. That'll run your operating system. That'll run all the games. But to add extra storage, this is the way Xbox wants to. That's how they're tackling this.
Yeah, by having this,
which is better because before you could not swap out an Xbox hard drive that I know of. A simple way. Maybe there is, like you could break it down and get all techie and stuff. But for the common Joe, it was very hard for you to replace your hard drive. PlayStation made it a little simpler. There was like a little panel, remove a screw, slide the hard drive out, put a new hard drive in, slide it back in, and you're good to go. So Xbox is trying to simplify that and expanding memory. We know why, because like I said, each game is going to be 100 gigs.
Really,
so a terabyte's 10 right there. You got 20 games on those 2 cartridges there.
Yeah. And 20 big games. We're not even talking about indies and stuff like that either. Yeah. Smaller games.
Yeah.
So that is a lot of memory that you're gonna have.
And it's gonna get bigger. We're talking about 120 megahertz. You're talking about more ray tracing. All that stuff is extra memory that's gonna be used up. So now they also showed off some stuff, right? They showed off. They showed the how fast you can swap, right? Let's say when you're playing a game and you're playing Madden, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, dude, hey, let's play Rainbow. Dude, I got to load up Rainbow. Yeah. Or they say, hey, let's go play Warzone. Look how fast this happens on the new Xbox Series X, which is amazing. This is what people really want to see. They don't want to see the numbers. They don't want to see all the, the nerd talk. They don't want to. They don't want that. They don't want that.
Okay, so here you guys are seeing him just switch through games simultaneously. How fast it goes from one game to the other.
And exactly where he left
exactly
off.
where you left off, yes.
So it's not like just rebooting and then starting up a thing and taking you to like your last checkpoint. No, he's starting exactly where he left off, and he does it with like 5 different games. Of course, it's not gonna have your whole library. I think it's gonna be 5-6 games max. I think
that's more than enough.
Yeah,
but
I would be happy 10. with 3 or 4. If they do 10, that'll be amazing. But
hardware based.
But for instance, like for us, it happens every night. We're playing a game. We're like, hey, dude, let's just jump to Apex. Oh, like we're tired of Apex. Let's jump to freaking Warzone. From Warzone, let's jump to Rainbow. From Rainbow, let's jump to Rocket League. And for it to happen seamlessly like this, if this is the future, bring the future now. I want the future right now.
I know. You know, it's just load.
Right. Dude, sometimes you're loading up in Rainbow and it takes forever for the guy to put on the stupid jacket. That little or even Apex too, dude. It takes forever just to load up. Once you're in there, then things happen fairly quickly. But are you excited for this project?
I love it. I love it. When they showed off this, and they even showed off, well, I'm going to get into the next thing, loading times. They showed off loading times. It is insanely fast. It's crazy to see how fast you can load things. And I like the quick resume. I'm excited for that. I'm very glad that they have that. Again though, I'm not going to buy an Xbox. But so I want to see the other side to this, which we'll get to that later. Okay, but Xbox is doing a great job. The speed is insane. I can't believe it's doing that. If you guys see here, that State of Decay being loaded, and State of Decay is a huge game.
Yes,
like, the world is ginormous.
Just think about playing. I know my son started playing GTA again. How long does it take you to load into GTA? Like you probably could cook a meal by the time you get back. It's still loading, and you could see the difference here. You jump right into a new game. Mm-hmm. That's aside from the 5 that you have on the preloaded. Menu thing.
That's if you're loading up a whole new game.
Yeah, you're starting from scratch.
Yeah,
and it happens super quick. That's amazing. I think that's that's what the future wants. People just the dopamine. Everybody wants that dopamine. They don't like the downtime. It's good for gaming, social media, because I know everybody. When it's loading, that's when everybody's on their Instagram, they're checking their WhatsApp, their text. Now there's no time for that. It's just like boom, 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 game.
Not just that, you're playing a story game. Like let's say you got to go to the next chapter or next, what's it called? I know in Borderlands you have to go through worlds, different lands.
Yeah,
dude, that's simultaneous. Boom, you load up into the next land. There's barely any loading screen. You're not gonna need it.
Yeah.
So that's definitely. I can't wait to see.
And then they also showed off some ray tracing.
They showed off beta of Minecraft because
we hear that buzzword a lot. Ray tracing.
Ray tracing is the buzzword of this
generation.
This generation, because look at it, feast your eyes upon the beauty of ray tracing. Mojang is they're working on a beta already to release Minecraft with ray tracing updates for consoles once next gen comes out. So that way we have ray tracing at launch of, because backwards compatibility is going to allow us to have Minecraft. So they're going to allow us to have ray tracing and textures and stuff like that. But it's crazy how just the lighting. All that's changing is lighting. We're not even adding textures is making
Minecraft 2.0.
Yeah, that is literally what's going on. If you guys see it, just the way that the torch's natural lighting looks. And this is a great display of an example of how much ray tracing changes things.
Imagine it's doing this much work on an 8-bit, pixelated game. Imagine what it could do on other stuff.
Yeah.
And like you said, like just change, and basically it's just lighting and shading and
that's it.
Light reflecting, just manipulating and making light as realistic as possible. Like you said, completely changes this game. Mm-hmm. Look at the water, just like that. Completely
the
just
glass, different. The moon light, everything.
If it's gonna look like this, I'm gonna have to platinum
Minecraft.
I'm gonna have to get into it with my kids. Start breaking some rocks, getting some diamonds, creating diamond art, and going after the freaking the Ender Dragon.
Yeah, it just looks so clean and everything. I'm so excited for his next generation. Seeing these demos released from Xbox also, it's crazy the power that this console is gonna push.
Yeah,
it's really crazy.
So the last thing, well, there's two more things with Xbox this week. Xbox also dropped this gem. So everybody knows about the Xbox Ultimate Pass. They also know about the Game Pass. Now this Ultimate / Game Pass is gonna get a huge upgrade. If you love your games and you get DLC for it, and you used to pay, $20-$30, or get the year pass or whatever, it used to have to come out of pocket. But Xbox now, they're including DLC for your favorite games that are already on Ultimate and Game Pass. They're gonna give you free DLC for these games.
Yes,
that is huge. That's
really
what she said, but she said it's huge.
Yeah, that's crazy. I think that's a big step in the right direction for
because if you think what you're getting,
dude, you're getting a lot out of this.
More
than before, because before it was already a lot.
Yes,
before
you're getting
was already
a bunch of games. You're getting all the Xbox exclusive games. Like I played Ori and the Will of the Wisp, thanks to Ultimate. Wow. Sea of Thieves, Gears, all that. And when they drop all the DLC for it, all the DLC content will be free for me, thanks to Ultimate. And what am I paying? $15 a month? It's nothing.
It's nothing for the amount of games that you get.
Yeah, just
and the amount of new games
pays for the whole year.
And the new games that come on it too
I already pre-ordered Halo 5.
Yeah,
by having Ultimate,
or the game coming out this week, Bleeding Edge.
I can't wait to play it.
So yeah, I think it's a huge step in the right direction. Gonna bring, I think, a good amount of more people. It's just a more of an incentive to go and get that pass. I think is what they're doing, and I think it's a great idea. Because you're getting everything. You're getting the complete game, and more, because you're getting more games out of it. So I always thought the Xbox Game Pass was great, and now they just made it greater.
That's
what they did.
Yeah. And as far as the Ultimate, that also brings games from the console to the PC. So if you're a PC owner and you want to play some of the Xbox games, I don't understand why you have not. Do I have to even sell you this? It's $15 a month. Ultimate will bring all those Xbox awesome games to your PC. And speaking of PC, they also introduced Direct X12. It's the PC equivalent to try to bridge that gap, and they're bringing all that stuff now, so you can have Xbox Series X quality games now, not have to wait till November. So that's another huge thing Xbox is doing. So I want to throw it out to the chat. Are you guys? I know Prodigy says he's not gonna budge with the PlayStation.
Sorry,
but
even though I can recognize that the Xbox is gonna be a nasty machine.
Now, would you get the Ultimate Pass and use it on your PC?
I don't have a PC. I'm probably one of the worst people to ask because I just don't own any of these things. I don't, when it comes to stuff like that, just because I don't have the money yet. But if I were to have a PC, I think I would have had the Xbox Game Pass by now. I would have had all the exclusives. We're gamers, man. We want the best in games. We want the best games. So I would want everything, I would get the Xbox Game Pass to get all the Xbox exclusives, as well as have my PS4 exclusives and my PC exclusives,
Well, so, according to Esteban Molina in the chat, he says Xbox is only big in the U.S. and the numbers do show that. In South America, Central America, and I know in Europe and even Asia, the PlayStation kills it. Just completely kills it. I'm from Costa Rica, and I was on Instagram yesterday. I thought it was hilarious because one of the soccer teams, which is my favorite soccer team, Saprissa, put a post that says, "Hey, what are you gonna do while you're in quarantine?" And it said, "Number 1, play PlayStation." Like, Dice, Maya, usé el play. So I thought it was. I thought it was hilarious because this huge soccer team is like, yeah, PlayStation's number one. Go play PlayStation. I think that's cool. I think Xbox is with Phil Spencer when he took over after Xbox dropped the Xbox One and the guy went to Zynga and then Phil Spencer took over.
That's
Once he took over, he completely changed Xbox. And I think with the Ultimate Game Pass and with the DirectX and
and he changed the direction of Xbox and where they were going, and it was for the correct thing. He definitely brought them back up and out of the water and has been doing a great job. I know a lot of people also like the backwards compatibility thing. He's doing a good job. I think he's killing it. I think he's gonna right the ship eventually. And Xbox is going to be a competitor. And like we always say, competition is good for us. The more competition we have, the better things we will get as gamers. Absolutely.
I can't wait for PS to undo what I myself a PS5.
Wait, what? I can't wait for PlayStation to copy and outdo them so I can buy myself. Oh. Yeah. I don't think they're going to copy. I think they're going to go into a different direction, but we'll get into them competing right now in a second.
So that happened on Monday, Tuesday when Xbox dropped their thing, and then
Thanksgiving 2020. That was the other thing, real quick. Thanksgiving 2020. We knew it was gonna be holiday season, but Thanksgiving, that gives us more of a closer date to November, near the end or mid-November, for the Xbox to be releasing.
Yep. And the funny thing is that happened Monday, Tuesday. Then Tuesday they dropped on Wednesday. All the PlayStation fans are gonna get an in-depth look at the PlayStation 5.
Deep dive.
Deep dive. Not just a regular dive, a deep dive.
Deep.
And then it happened. We got the deepest of the deepest. And before...
Is this No, it's not. My bad.
The thing is, what happened was that you remember that we were going to have GDC, right? The developer conference.
Mm-hmm.
So the coronavirus postponed that. Apparently, they were going to do this...
The same stream. Yes, the same stream.
GDC. So they came out and they announced a bunch of numbers. They didn't show anything. And I think they failed big time. They failed in a number of things. Yes, they showed off they showed the specs of the PlayStation and what it's going to be. Did you watch the video?
I watched like 30 minutes of it.
It kind of felt like they were. It felt like Cerny was like, don't look at the teraflops. Don't compare our 10 teraflops with their 12, and don't look at numbers. Numbers doesn't mean anything. We're doing this and we're trying that, and we have a.
There were some instances where he was like that, but not all the time. He definitely was pointing at some of the numbers though that they were giving. The half a second loading and it would load in this and it's running this and that. What they did was the way they pushed that stream, that event was terrible.
I agree.
Terrible on the marketing team, terrible on their PR side of things, because everybody, I was looking in the chat, I was reading through comments, because I'm like, dude, what do people really think of what in the world they're just showing us?
It's because
everybody was expecting something different.
The reason why I started off with the whole GDC and Emmanuel put RIP GDC, which they announced they postponed it. We're gonna get it in the summer.
We'll get that in the summer.
But so this would have been great for GDC.
Oh, perfect!
It would have been perfect for all the nerds that know about bus speeds and cores and all that.
Yeah, and the people that are actually going to use it to make stuff.
And they understand what that means and what they can do with it.
Yeah.
But when they put it on the PlayStation YouTube, which is all the gamers, and we're like looking at what the heck is this?
Exactly.
And then we're looking at numbers, and the numbers are less than these numbers. Mm-hmm. Then we think that it's an inferior product. So I think they could have just filmed it, recorded it, send it to the developers,
I
and let them watch that. TED Talk that he gave. And then for us on PlayStation, do what Xbox did. Show us the loading speed. Show us coming out of Apex and going to Rainbow with that speed. Show us ray tracing. like Terraria or something, or think of anything. Show us that, and I think they would have had a better. They were
way
getting
better outcome.
destroyed.
They were. So many platforms were getting on them. So many YouTubers, so many people were like, guys, PlayStation dropped the ball on this one. And they did. It just like you said, not the average buyer is going to understand what in the world Mark Cerny's talking about. That guy's like, well, even though he's a brain and a half, dude, he's super smart.
Mark Cerny is a genius. And all the stuff that he talked about, it's awesome, and it's going to be amazing, and it's going to produce like the best games.
Yes, but that does not translate well.
Not, like, let's say my old man that's going to walk into GameStop, and he's going to say, hey, which are these two? Well, this one does 10, and this one does 12. Oh, give me the 12 one, because that one's better.
Yeah.
He's not going to understand the difference.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he did a poor job of explaining that. I think he did a great TED Talk. Clap it up to Mark Cerny for the TED Talk, and he uses that voice.
Oh, yes.
Hi, this is Mark Cerny.
It's going to run at half a millisecond.
So he doesn't have that upbeat, up-tempo way of talking, so it kind of puts you to sleep. And on top of that, it just shows numbers and graphs. It's like, this is the graph of my ear.
Like, charts and like these like visual lighting. I'm like, I don't think anybody understands what's going on here.
Yeah, so as far as it being like a
gamer, like,
yeah, like them, I just think they just messed it up with that.
It really did.
They should have just stuck to just sending them the an email, being like, hey, look, this is all the cores we have. This is how it's gonna work. The bus speeds, how we, Xbox's speeds are gonna go like this, but ours are gonna be a constant, really high speed. Yeah. That kind of stuff for them, it's awesome. Yeah. But for us,
especially when so many people have been waiting to hear from Sony. They've been so quiet, so quiet for what?
It feels like Xbox just uppercut them, and they're like kind of falling back.
They're flying in the air right now because they have no idea what to do. I feel like they don't know what they're doing right now yet. Either that, or they're holding their cards close to their chest and waiting to pull them out on the right moment. Well, but right now, I think they're taking too long.
I predict that PlayStation is going to come out with another event where straight just PS5. Hey, this is God Fallen. This is the Insomniac
this is
game
Last of Us 2 running on
Spider-Man. This is this, and that's the only way that they can turn that car around again. Because right now, after all this, is not looking good.
That and what happened?
No, show the chart. Let's show the chart.
Let's go to the chart.
And this is what's gonna happen. It's sad, but it's true. This is what we're everybody's gonna look at. So when you look at the CPU, you see that the speeds are more or less the same, but you do see that the PlayStation has a faster CPU. Now, he kept explaining how teraflops work and the way you measure teraflops, that you can't just say, hey, 1-to-1 is the same. He used a cell processor, and
that's right.
The PS4, he said they're both the same. They had the both same amount of teraflops, but you can see that the PlayStation 4 produced better games. So you could also see the difference in the bus speed. They're going to have different bus speeds. The other big difference is hard drive. We spoke about how the memory cards are going to come to Xbox for expandable memory. PlayStation, you could change the hard drive and use different hard drives. It doesn't have to be PlayStation ones, but PlayStation is going to give you a chart that tells you which hard drives are compatible with that speed.
Yes.
And size, because the speed and size, so it could fit in that specific port. Yes, you could use your old PS4 external hard drive and just plug it in.
But it'll only run PS4 games.
It'll only run PS4 games because the PS5 games are going to run at higher speeds. So, like your Spider-Man 2 that we're going to talk about getting leaked, that's got to run on the SSD drive. So when you hook up a new SSD, they want it to be compatible speed with that.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have hey, go to Best Buy, and then you're also, when you go buy the hard drive, it'll have like a seal of approval from PlayStation, so you could just hot swap it, and then you're good to go.
Yeah. So just like you said,
Manny says PlayStation has their trump card. They're called loyal fans.
I think every gaming company has their own trump card, I guess.
But I kind of agree with him. I've said it from before. It's gonna be, you have to have something super compelling on Xbox for people to leave all those games behind that they've bought to go over. If they come up with like, hey, if you own this on PlayStation, you could transfer it over to Xbox, type of thing, then that would be huge.
Yeah.
But you can see all this. You guys were able to look at the specs. The RAM's the same. They both use 16 gigs of DDR6.
Yeah. I think even though we're looking at power, Xbox has showed off their power so far, and we see how strong they're pulling it. I think, like we always mention every time we talk about I guess you can say console wars. Yeah, I guess it is a console war still. I think what's gonna pull it through are the games and the features that it can bring, that really sometimes can also tug a lot of people towards one way or another.
Yeah. Something that we did not mention is that Mark Cerny also explained that there are other chips on this board that carry a lot of the weight and do a lot of the heavy lifting. That way, it also brings the teraflop number down. Like sound is going to be completely ran by something else. It's going to have its own sound chip. They're going to come up with... Last week, we talked about Logitech taking a picture of your ear so it can maximize the sound in your earphones. Well, they're going to have the same style of technology. They're going to be able to fix your soundboard. I mean, not your soundboard, your sound bar. So you could get the 360 sound from it, your TV speakers. Of course, they tell you to use over-the-ear headphones to get the best quality of 360 sound. But that's another chip. That's another thing he wants to... He compared it to the Matrix. He wants you to play a game, put it on, start playing, and then your sound, you're like, was that in the game or in real life? Yeah. Or that's what the moment he wants us all to get. And the funny thing is that he said that Newell from Steam, Gabe Newell said, we're as close to the Matrix as we've ever been. So we're almost there. There's a lot of stuff that the PlayStation is going to be able to do that's got separate chips and buses. He also made, if you look at the graph, the speed of the transfer speeds between the hard drive and the RAM and all that, it's kind of triple the Xbox because he doesn't want no slowing down. He wants everything to be seamless. What he wanted was to be able to give the developers the tools necessary to make their artwork come to life.
Yeah.
And that's basically what he did. Mark Cerny did not let me down with the PS4. I don't think he'll let me down with the PS5. I can't wait to see both of them go head to head and see what they look like. Remember when they both came out, the PlayStation and Xbox had similar specs, and when the games first came out, you had the Xbox games running on 960, and a lot of people were upset about that. So I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen now.
Yeah, we just got to give it time. But I agree.
Another thing PlayStation did, that was kind of like wonky news.
Yeah. But so we're going to step away from the console news now. That was all that happened this week, which was honestly pretty big for Microsoft. And honestly, outlets they're just talking about Microsoft. And I think that's very, very important on a marketing perspective, because whatever's on the people's minds and whatever's on the people's mouths, it's going to incentivize a lot of people.
Yeah.
So that's the news that we got from consoles. But Google, like you were going to mention, some other interesting stuff came out from Sony this week as well.
Yeah, and if this happens, it's going to be huge. Again, that's what she said. So they're trying to buy Konami. Konami, the makers of Metal Gear, of course, also Silent Hill. They're trying to buy Konami, which would be a great get for PlayStation, because most of the games that Konami has made of late, I kind of associate with PlayStation. Metal Gear, Silent Hill, so forth. I can't really name a game off the top of my head that was an Xbox exclusive that was not PlayStation that that Konami made for them. But most of the games that, like Metal Gear 4 was exclusive. Most of the Silent Hills at the beginning were exclusive. So would you be excited if Konami would buy? Sony would buy Konami? So
is it their... Oh, I guess I read it wrong. I thought Sony was buying Konami titles, not Konami itself.
Yes, Konami titles, not Konami, because they're going to keep the pachinko machines. And they also, that in Japan, they run a bunch of freaking LA Fitnesses, right?
I I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
So yeah.
Okay, so yeah, they can keep all that. Whatever. Licenses, I would gladly see that. I would gladly love to see that. Do you think that Kojima Productions might have a hand in this?
Oh, that would be amazing. The thing is that I don't want to see these good licenses go away. Like,
no, yeah,
Silent Hill's awesome.
Dude, if they get them,
Metal Gear, if you could finish
Metal
the
Gear.
story.
You know what I think of in my mind when I hear if they could get the Metal Gear license?
What are you thinking?
Solid Snake is going to be a PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale 2.
He's going to be anyway.
I mean, but he's in Smash Bros, but that's why.
He wasn't in the last. They used Raiden.
Raiden from
Killzone. Yeah. No, they used Raiden.
Oh, Raiden from Metal Gear Rising. Yes,
yeah.
My bad. Radek is from Killzone. Yeah, they use Raiden.
That's true.
That's why. They
need to do that. They need to make that happen.
Solid Snake in there.
But see, we're excited. Hopefully, they can buy that Konami license. The titles.
It'll be in better hands with Sony, anyways, than Konami themselves. They're just destroying themselves.
Yeah, and they also like Contra. They made those crappy Contra games right now.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I would have made 2.5D Contra games instead of trying to make these 3D ones.
Top down. Remember that one that we reviewed that one day?
Gosh. Oh, terrible.
So yeah, that was a little news that came out of them. But we even got more leaks.
We got a huge leak. They basically spoiled the whole story for us. It looks like.
Which I might have to cover my ears because I didn't play the first game.
Spider-Man. They did so good. They're making a Spider-Man 2. That's not right.
No.
But they did spoil a bunch of stuff. I don't want to put it out there. I don't I don't want to mess it up for you guys. But Insomniac is working on a Spider-Man
2021 was the leak. We'll just say that. 2021. It's going to be announced.
And this is kind of a spoiler. There's little Carnage, little Venom, which I'm excited for.
Dude, I got to play the first game.
First one's awesome. It didn't have any Venom or Carnage.
That's what I can do with quarantine. I can do that in quarantine right now.
Yo, do it now. It's an easy plat, too.
Yeah.
So okay. I highly, highly, highly recommend Spider-Man. Spider-Man's awesome. Right. Now that you mentioned that, I'm going to finish the DLC.
What's up, Jimbrowski? Hopping in the chat. But yeah, so that was another interesting leak to come out for Sony exclusive. That is all I think, I guess, for Sony and Microsoft side of things of news that came out this week.
So they also when they did the Mark Cerny thing, he kind of talked about backwards compatibility and saying, oh, there's going to be a couple of games, like 1,000 games, and everybody went ape crap. They're like, what do you mean? I thought all the PlayStation 4 games were compatible.
He said 4,000. I'm like, dude, this is more than enough.
No, first he said 1,000.
Oh, he said 1,000?
Yeah. Oh. And then they came back a couple of days later and they said, hey, it's going to be like 4,000. Rainbow Six already said, get the CD, pop it in, and you're good to go. Yeah. So I'm sure there's plenty of games that are going to be able to do that.
I don't think anybody's going to play more than 4,000 games that are old. I at least like that are not live services.
I've bought a lot of games.
To me, Apex
on PlayStation 4. All mine are digital. I've been digital since this generation came out, and I'm not even in the thousands. So like, dude, other games than the ones that I have, you really don't want.
And you have almost every game in existence. I can say that for sure. Whatever. I don't see the big gist of it. Games like that are live services, like I mentioned.
People always want to get butthurt about something.
Like Fortnite, Apex. Rainbow Six. Well, Rainbow Six is not free.
Cyberpunk already said it'll work for both.
Apex and Fortnite, perfect example. Those are games that are constantly going to be updated.
GTA 5.
So there's no reason why those even count. So there's more than enough games for you to have.
I'm sure COD will slide over too.
Yeah, no, definitely.
You know, all that stuff.
But yeah.
So I just wanted to say that.
Yeah. So as all this quarantine craziness is happening, and while everybody's getting shut down, government's ordering shutdowns on states, stay home,
and certain things could stay open. At the beginning, only essential stores could stay open.
Essential, which would be grocery stores, pharmaceutical places, where you need medicine, stuff like that.
And GameStop said that they were essential, so they could stay open. So for a while they were staying open, and then they were making. My boy Gamer Actionware told me that they were making their employees actually bring their own cleaning supplies because the company did not want to provide them with it, which is crazy. So everybody's coming in sick and bringing all the bacteria and viruses into your store, and you can't clean it. And you being an employee had to be there. This is crazy. So they try to use they were essential because they have keyboards, mouses, modems, routers, things to get online and be able to do things online. And that's why they were essential. That's but eventually they got closed down on, I think it was on Friday.
Friday or Saturday, I believe.
And that was it. Basically, I think they were just trying to stay open to get all the freaking Animal Crossing games out. Once they got them all out and people picked them up.
They released... No. Record told us either they released Doom Eternal early or it was Animal Crossing early because they didn't want gatherings and stuff because of, the quarantine social distancing. So they needed, they didn't want crowds or anybody being close to each other, so they had to release them in times.
Nikki's making ramen right now. Dude, I'm so hungry.
What do you mean she's making ramen? Where's she say
right there, she's making ramen. But yeah, so GameStop. Back to GameStop. Ramen got me off bases. Okay. So GameStop closed down finally. I just found it hilarious. I just added this to the story thing because I found it hilarious that they actually thought they were essential. Like, we have to stay open. Yeah. If not, these nerds will kill each other.
I agree. That was pretty hilarious. Or maybe, who knows? Maybe they used it for some publicity.
Nikki says, is Animal Crossing worth it?
Publicity. They used it for publicity.
No, they were trying to stay open because if not, they're going to go bankrupt. And if this thing stays longer, GameStop is not going to make it.
It's out of business.
Like this, I think this is the final nail in the coffin. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Maybe. Who knows? Is Animal Crossing worth it? Well, talking about Nintendo, jumping into our next section, or next little article. Well, do you want to answer the question real quick?
Okay. Animal Crossing is a good Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley.
Is it weird that me not owning a Switch, I want to play Animal Crossing? I actually want to play Animal Crossing.
Why?
I don't know why. The world looks inviting.
Anything about it?
I know it's like a farming game, or you have your own village. I know it's like a village, like manager type of building, and you interact with people, and you do fishing, and you farm, and you grow stuff, and you. I think I know that much.
Yeah.
But there's something about the way the characters look, the world looks, that it's inviting. It makes me want to go play the game.
It does look cool. It looks like it's like these little figurines that you're moving around and playing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Animal Crossing, a lot of people say it's worth it. It all depends on the game.
Sims 4. Oh, I mean, I think Sims 4 is like more of a life simulator.
Yeah, that's more on the serious note.
Yeah, that's kind of a serious note. GameStop has been having a slow, torturous death time. Yeah, it is time to put it out of its misery.
Moving back to
Nintendo.
So everybody knows that my brother likes to talk about this small tiny game called Dreams. So in Dreams, you could make your dreams happen. Apparently, people are making their dreams happen by recreating Nintendo 64 in Dreams, and Mario's one of them. And of course, big old Nintendo's not happy about it, so they're trying to crack down. Now, my thing is, this conversation had to have happened in the Dreams offices, right? In Media Molecule, they must have been like, dude, somebody's going to start making content that's copyrighted. What are we going to do about that?
I don't... This is where I get a bit confused, or a bit, like, moved, I guess, by this. Mm-hmm. Is that I understand... The point of, there's, this is a liberal platform. You can do whatever you want, make whatever you want. Mm-hmm. This is almost like a piece of fan art, in a sense. This is what it is. It's basically fan art. It's made by a fan, and he's not using it for money gain or any monetary gain, or saying that it's its own content.
Yeah.
But there is that other side, which is very important to look at, is that Sony's getting money out of Dreams. And let's say Sony promotes this. And let's just happen to say that a leak in the trailer of Dreams that you see on a commercial on your TV or whatever.
Nah, they won't mess up like that.
Who knows? But if you see people on YouTube and people promoting the game, like, you can come and play a better Mario because somebody made a way better version of it here in Dreams, that is where it gets a bit iffy, because now your money, Sony's getting money because somebody bought the game Dreams because, oh crap, I can play a better Mario.
That's my thing. Like, where does the line?
Where does the lines being drawn?
Like you have then what would stop somebody from?
So far, Nintendo's only done this right now with one Mario creation, which is the one you guys are seeing here with one creator, because his Mario was
on point.
It was amazing. I think the best Mario model I've ever seen. The best Mario animations were him dropping down. And perfect. And now everybody's getting scared. All these other creators that made the N64 castle and everything, they're like, oh crap, what do? We should take this down. But that creator, he got an email from Nintendo talking about it.
Work for us.
And he got a email from Media Molecule also being like, you gotta either remix this, change it up, or
change his clothes.
Or you can completely delete it, or
call him Fario.
Or you can even dispute the copyright if you want to.
But you can't, though.
It was really good. It was really good.
He's gotta call it Fario and just change the clothes.
And if you guys ever seen, there's a bunch of Wario memes going on in Dreams, where it's a bunch of Wario levels where they make Shrek and Wario runs into a nuclear power plant and blows up. Like, they're making these weird videos. It's hilarious. But so far, Nintendo's the only one taking action against this, which honestly, Nintendo's always had that reputation of being very close to their.
It's happened to us. We've gotten shut down in midstream.
We put like a Mario trailer or something.
Trailer, and close our stuff down.
Sega so far.
I never understood that.
Anything.
Would you rather not just have freaking someone talk about your stuff or show it off than not have it at all? Like, that's the thing that I don't get.
I just think it's a whole Nintendo versus Sony disputing.
But now I remember that they didn't want people streaming, but I saw a bunch of people streaming Animal Crossing this week. I thought Nintendo didn't want people streaming their games.
I do not know.
Did they change their stance on that?
You forgot about that. No, I don't know. I don't know, to be honest with you.
Okay.
But yeah, Sega hasn't come out and said anything as well, because there's 1 billion and one Sonics on Dreams. There's a bunch of Sonic models and stuff like that. But Sega's always been lenient in the past with things like that. So I don't see Sega taking action. But
I think Sega's like, please show us, get people thinking of this. Especially Sonic. And you got the movie that came out right now. It's about to come out on digital.
Digital, because they pushed it forward. So that way we can have it during quarantine, because we need a Sonic movie in our home.
That and Birds of Prey.
Yeah. And Onward on Disney Plus. But yeah, I don't know what you think about Nintendo doing this. Do you think more companies are going to do this? Do you think that Dreams or Media Molecule needs to be worried about this happening more in the future?
I'm just like I said from the beginning, I'm surprised they haven't worried about this. I'm surprised they don't have a contingency plan for this. Like, hey, when this happens, this is the steps we're gonna do, and this is where we're gonna take. But I remember playing the Mod Nation Racer. Dude, they had Mario,
the custom characters? Yes,
yeah, they could basically make a freaking Mario Kart sim.
Or Little Big Planet. You had people making Mario levels where you play as a pixelated Mario and stuff like that.
But now that you can make it look
3D
so lifelike
and make it better. Yeah.
It's crazy.
But yeah, I'm just waiting to see what's going to happen.
Speaking about pirating, how did Doom not add their freaking DRM to their discs?
Oh, dang, you didn't put, leak.
No, whoa.
Why didn't you put a picture of the unicorn Doom?
Oh, I should have. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Doom is something really quick. They dropped the ball. Now people are pirating Doom. That's some money they're going to lose just because of one little flaw. So sad.
It's funny because it's so quick that all that happens. All that just quickly goes and
just
people start putting it on, what's it called, uTorrent and a bunch of crap, and they take
all the assets.
They take all the assets and start putting it on a bunch of places. Because I remember I have a friend in church. He plays PC.
And he torrents a lot of his
games. And he torrented Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Oh my god!
And gosh. I'm like, and when I first asked him, like, you bought that game? He's like, no, I just downloaded it off of this and that. Yeah. I did this and that, and I got it. And I'm like, what? But yeah, so it's crazy to see that they forgot that. Did they update it? Do you know if they changed it or updated it?
No, I don't know if they fixed it. It's a little late for that. But So, like we also said, GDC got postponed to August.
Yes.
And like you guys just saw, our boy Prodigy just leaked out one of the next Overwatch characters. It is Echo.
Which was it has been in the works for so long. Everybody's been waiting for it because there's been so many images from data miners that they found her. And
so who is Echo? What's her thing? What's her deal?
You gotta give me a second. I'm so bad. Okay, I got you. I was reading something about originally she was supposed to be a support character, but now she's an assault, a damage character. I think is what they call it now. So she has this gun that fires 3 shots at once in a triangle pattern. So think of like a shotgun blast, I guess, but it's like that. She's able to fly in the air and fly freely. She fires sticky bombs that detonate after a certain amount of time. So it's like 4 or 5 sticky bombs, like a good amount. She channels this beam for a few seconds, dealing a very good amount of damage that leaves a lot of the people with like half health.
Yeah.
So that's another good like assault damage, and she can glide while she's falling. That's I guess like her passive.
Yeah.
And when her ultimate is she duplicates a targeted enemy and gains the use of their abilities.
Wow. Cloning.
She clones herself.
So now my question is: Overwatch is still alive, dead? Walking?
I think the people who were competitive in it and the people that liked it and loved the heroes and the stuff are still there. I think all the people who are casually just playing it here and there are still coming in.
The fact that they take so long to drop a character, a hero, it's too long and people kind of lose interest.
No, I agree.
I would like to jump into Overwatch. It's been a while since I
want to jump in. I know Lord Infamous. I don't know if you're in the chat. I know you've been dying to jump back into it.
And Record, too.
Yeah, Record and I played the archive stuff, which we streamed about a week ago.
About a week ago.
I thought of when I said it. I definitely want to get back into it. We're definitely... I'll stream with Lord Infamous.
We got nothing to do. We're quarantined,
Yeah, we got nothing to do. So I think she comes out this week, if I'm not mistaken. The new update.
There you go.
So we're definitely going to be streaming her. We're definitely going to be streaming that. Now that we're at the end of the gaming news, we're also going to be streaming new Rocket League Season Pass 6, Battle Pass Season 6 is coming out this week. Beat Saber new music pack coming out this week as well. You guys know. I'm going to see you guys out there. Finally, Platinum Beat Saber. I'm so sad I couldn't capture it, though. I got a little excited. So my whole platinum road to platinum, I already did it. I completed it, boys.
All right.
But yeah, so definitely check that out this week. So that is going to be the news for this week.
And speaking of stuff that comes out this week, you said Echo?
Yes.
So now we're going to drop out.
Yes, we're going to go to what's out this week.
So what is coming out this week, Prodigy? Something about some Freedom Finger?
Whoa! We're talking about fingers? Whoa! Are we gonna clean Are we gonna clean our hands here?
It's kidding.
No. Whoa! What is that?
It's the Freedom Finger.
What do you mean Freedom Finger?
He's gonna give the finger to the whole galaxy.
Oh, that's amazing! Oh my gosh!
You got when you were acting from Northern North and others.
When we were downloading this video, I was looking at it. I'm like. In my mind, I didn't want to say anything because I want to talk about it here. Yeah. I was like, what in the world am I watching? It's a middle finger flying in space and
just giving it to everybody.
This game's going to be out this Tuesday, the 24th, on Xbox and PS4 for a whopping $15. So this is like a classic
arcade
shooter. Looks really funny, to be honest with you. So if you guys want to have some good laughs and a good time shooting up a bunch of different enemies, you guys can do it with your finger.
Yeah, you could be giving the finger to all the people that are watching your stream.
That's basically what you're doing.
But yeah, so from galaxies to moons, Moon Madness is a horror suspense first-person game. It looks very interesting. It looks very scary and spooky.
Yes, it does.
The spooky.
Spooky.
No, Scooby.
Oh wait, Scoob. I can't do Shaggy.
And we need record. We need record for that.
Yeah, we need record for Shaggy.
So yeah, so
that's gonna be out on the 24th this Tuesday as well. Xbox and PS4 for $25.
and then from the moon we're gonna jump into the element of space.
We're a lot. We're in the galaxies this time around. You know, Elements of Space.
It is a tactical strategy game.
We're getting a nice variety of games.
From the vein of XCOM or Mario plus Rabbids, which is my son Bastion's favorite
Gears.
When it comes out, Gears Tactics.
Gears Tactics.
Yep. So it's in that same genre. Mm-hmm. It is called Element Space.
Coming out this Tuesday, Xbox PS4, and you guys can pick that one up for $25 as well. Going from that to Ducks. Oh, wow. Very interesting. Dark Souls, I'm guessing, is this Dark Souls because it's very difficult as it looks. You get a lot of movement, a lot of platforming.
Dark Souls Plus.
Plus Ducks. So yeah, Dark Souls coming out on Tuesday as well. Xbox PS4 for $2. That's what I saw online.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this looks like a nice $2 little game. So if you guys do want to have a nice little challenge platformer.
For the Vita as well.
Playing as a duck. Oh, it's on the Vita as well.
Yes, sir.
That's a Vita game right there.
That is. It's a Vita game if you ever seen one.
But yeah, so jumping from Ducks to...
Dude, I played Super Meat Boy on my Vita.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a good game as well. So going from Ducks to dueling...
Are the cards.
From dueling with cards. We have... Oh, wait, what? Oh, crap. My bad.
Sorry.
Wrote it in the wrong order, but let's go to Mekorama. That is coming out on the
Xbox,
26th,
PlayStation,
on
Vita.
Everything that you know of. It's gonna come out for $15.
It was an Apple Arcade game.
Oh really?
Yes.
I saw it was a Steam game as well.
Yeah.
But Apple Arcade, very interesting.
So I guess now we're gonna start seeing these Apple Arcade games that didn't make any money on Apple Arcade are gonna start coming to this.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like a nice game though.
I'm getting it. It is for
really
the Vita.
nice.
I'm gonna play it on the Vita and I'm gonna platinum it.
Yeah, it looks like a very nice game. It looks like a puzzle game, right? You got the little world, little thing.
It kind of reminds me of Fez, where you can rotate the world and stuff.
Or do you remember the white characters from PS3, and you could rotate it with light? They look like dolls. They look like skinless dolls.
Yeah, I remember. Next.
Next we have, is this the one?
Yes.
Okay.
The Heart of the Cards.
The Heart of the Cards. We got Yu-Gi-Oh!
Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution.
You guys don't remember Eye of Judgment. You're too young.
I do.
Eye of Judgment was amazing.
I do remember.
Why can't we not get another Eye of Judgment?
Oh, dude, that'd be awesome to see. Do you think anybody would bite into that again?
Nobody bought it the first time, and it sucked because it was really, really good. It was so fun to play against someone else.
So cool.
Play online as well.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's how the cookie crumbles.
Yes. So yeah, that's gonna come out on the 20.
Now the next game got mine and Prodigy's Game of E3 award.
Oh yes.
And it is called Bleeding Edge. It is a arena-based fighting game with heroes, and all the heroes are freaking wild and wacky.
Amazing looking characters, so intriguing.
I'm gonna be streaming this. I don't know if Prodigy could swing
nice.
by and play. One of these nights can swing by.
Maybe.
And
hopefully quarantine will hold me back.
I'll pick you up. We can buy some. You get some pizza. Ordered it from Domino's. We almost got a free one from COD. But Bleeding Edge. Look at these characters. They look freaking amazing. They have capture the flag. You know all the different modes that you're used to in multiplayer. Made by Ninja Theory, and it's an awesome game.
Yeah, so that's going to be coming out this week on Tuesday, the 24th, for $30.
Or for free if you got Ultimate Game Pass.
If you got the Ultimate Game Pass, absolutely. So going from this game to
another streaming game that I'm going to be streaming.
We got a Steam VR game, which we all should know what it is. Half-Life Alyx VR.
Can't wait to see this in action. I've been dying to play this story-driven VR game for a while. We're going to be streaming this as well this week. Of course, thanks to quarantine 2020. Half-Life Alyx, I would like to see where the Half-Life story goes from here. So I can't wait. Yes. We're going to be sharing it with you guys on Twitch so you guys can check it out.
Yeah, this is going to be coming out on the 24th, which is this Tuesday, for $60.
And most likely it'll be on VR too.
Oh,
this is Kukodamas predicting it right now.
Yeah, amazing though. That's like I look at it, it's amazing. The graphics are amazing. This is the VR stuff I want to play.
Yes.
You know, this is the good stuff. And I just love that VR is continuing to advance, continuing to get better.
I hope they don't quit.
Each and every time. And yeah, this is definitely not going to...
I'm going to be streaming this on Aspire 1, which is another like espionage style game.
Yeah. So yeah, this is going to be a very exciting game to see. After this, on the
One Piece.
On the 26th, we have One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 coming out for $60, coming out on absolutely everything.
Think of Dynasty Warriors for all the, it's a button smashing, beat 'em up. But it is set in the One Piece universe. Mm-hmm. I've been watching One Piece. That's the funny thing. I'm, watching this trailer. I'm
what
like,
episode are you on?
Hey, this is spoilers. I'm in episode, I don't know, like 300 something. I'm in season
You're in
6.
300 already?
Yes, sir.
Oh my, quarantine's been doing you good.
When I put my mind to it, I make it happen.
I have to.
To be honest with you, I think One Piece is a really cool show. It kicks in when it goes high def. When it's standard def, it's kind of like,
The show's all right?
Yeah, but once it starts kicking in high def, the powers that all the people get through the devil fruit and all that, it ramps it up a lot, and it's very interesting.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get to that part. Oh, shout out to Danny Nerf.
Danny Nerf. One thing I was going to mention is I think, if I'm not mistaken, they did kind of what Ninja Storm approach, where
I haven't seen Ninja Storm, but I'm going to.
No. Naruto the Shippuden Ninja Storm, the game. Every game, number 1, 2, 3, 4, all took places in the different anime stories. Mm-hmm. So I think Pirate Wars 4 is taking place in like the latest, if I'm not mistaken, because that's what they did with Ninja Storm 4. Which Ninja Storm 4, if you play the campaign, the campaign spoiled the ending of the anime because the anime hasn't finished before they released the game. So yeah, it was pretty interesting. But so if you guys are One Piece fans or are looking for a nice anime beat 'em up, you guys can have One Piece this week.
All right, so that's what's out this week. But before we continue, Ill Skills wants to know in the chat room, what are we playing tonight? We know what's coming out next week, but today, what are we doing? Are we doing a little Warzone? Are we going to do a little gunfight, gun game?
Game?
What are we doing?
I don't know. It's up to you guys. It's
Rainbow?
up to the chat. GameBros chat unite. Start asking everybody out there.
Before we continue, we want to thank our PR person, Nikki. She did an awesome job. If you guys have a chance, go to the YouTube and check out our tournament. She set it all up. She planned it. She did the brainstorming. She did everything for it. Mm-hmm. We're very grateful to her. I think it was an ultra success. That's also going to spawn other tournaments that we're going to do. Yes. And hopefully we can include some of our viewers, some of our fans to be a part of it. It's going to be Call of Duty or either Call of Duty Rainbow. Those are the two games, right?
Yeah, for right now that we're going to have tournaments. But we might set up, who knows, more later on.
Emmanuel in the chat room says Apex. To be honest with you, I've been craving. You wrote me this morning, Kugo, where we were playing. I told you Apex, did I not?
Yes.
Apex is...
I haven't played Apex in a long time.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Dragon Fortnite. Get out of here with that Fortnite crap. Go so watch annoying. PewDiePie or Ninja with that Fortnite crap.
But yeah, so
yes. Ill Skills and Free Felicia
are the champs.
We're the champs.
They have the belt right now.
They are gonna get the GameBros gun game. Gun game or gunfight? Gunfight. They're going to get the GameBros Gunfight shirts. Speaking of shirts, you could go to the link down below in the YouTube and check out our merch. Yes. We finally got merchandise. We're also going to do a giveaway, of course. Our friend John that is helping us with the T-shirts, he is contributing $200 Visa gift cards. So we're going to give away if you win, you'll win one of the gift cards, one Liquid Luck, and two shirts from the GameBros store, basically. And then, so we're going to have two winners. So you got to help me word that. So
I got you.
But yeah, that's what we're doing. Apex, Gamer Actionware, hit me up after the show. I'm down to play some Apex.
Days, and I will dethrone them one day.
What are we talking about? They're gonna dethrone him in what?
They're gonna dethrone skills in COD one day.
They need to practice. A lot of practice.
All right, so
they need an ultra keyboard and mouse. Like
yeah. So going from what's out this week, we're gonna jump into the reviews.
Well, we need Wrecker to call in. I don't know if he can.
Well, Wrecker's a bit busy, sadly.
Oh.
That's why he's not on stream, actually.
Okay.
But
is he okay? Everything good?
I think so. I think it's just
Peachy clean?
family quarantine stuff. Who knows?
Okay, cool. So first of all, we're gonna talk about a small little tiny little game called Doom Eternal. It's a game basically about angels and demons, right? So the angel goes and preaches the gospel of forgiveness to the demons. They don't listen, so he takes a shotgun to their face.
Oh, dang. I guess that's how it ends.
Spoiler.
Spoiler alert. That's how it works.
Before we continue, we want to thank Wrecker for streaming this. If you guys go to the Twitch, you guys can see some of the... When he streams to Twitch, the videos stay up there for like a week or two, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Our clips and all that stuff is also stays there forever, though.
All right, cool.
So if you guys do want to just tune into the clips, and we have a bunch of clips, by the way, guys. If you guys want to go on our Twitch, we have clips from all the Rainbow Six streams that we did this weekend. Really funny stuff and really, I guess you can say cool stuff. I guess we're just messing around, so you guys can check that there as well.
So the funny thing is watching Wrecker go through Doom with the freaking unicorn outfit. That's
Dude,
hilarious.
that's hilarious.
Like just thinking that this guy with these, trying to fight off all these demons and stuff, and he's just walking around in some rainbow outfit. But
it's not just that, but there was this serious cutscene where he's speaking, I think, to one of the boss, like his boss, I guess, or a commander, or one of his friends, and it's a really serious tone. He's like, "We're gonna get killed, this, and that," and then the angle changes and it shows the Doomslayer, and it's just pink and white Doomslayer just standing there listening to him. It's hilarious. But yeah, Doom Eternal, it to me they added I know they added other new ways of traversing the world, and you could air dodge, just climbing, you could climb the walls, and then you have your different ways of getting ammunition, health, shield, and all that stuff. Those were big changes from Doom Eternal, from Doom 2016.
Okay, so if you like Doom 2016, you're gonna love this one. So basically, it brings all the shooting mechanics, all the shooting stuff, gets rid of the wonky multiplayer that it had, that it felt like he was like floating. And actually they added a lot of platforming. So to me, that adds a lot to the game. Walk into a room, the doors would close. You clear out the room, the doors would open. You go out to the next one. Here, you're actually traversing and doing different platforming. The other thing they also added is the ability to execute the demons. So before, you used to just execute them, and you would get this cool animation of him killing them, and then you would get energy, health, and
you get
ammo.
everything.
Yeah, so here it gives that added difficulty by you deciding, should I get health or should I get ammo? There's times Wrecker was playing and he was running out of ammo because he kept going for health because he kept, he kept dying. But so that I like that. I like that about the game, that I want to get health, or I want to get ammo, or I want to get boost, or I want to get this.
And it has you doing all the different mechanics in the game as well.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have you just jumping, shooting, and I can melee, blah blah blah. No, you have to do these different things to get these different things, because if not, you're gonna die or not have enough ammo to kill the enemies. So I think that's very, very smart of them. It adds other layers to the gameplay as well, instead of just doing the same thing a lot of the times. So I think they did a very good little but major changes to the game that make this a bit different from the last one. The world looks amazing. I love the colors. There's whites, you got greens, the lightings are great, the texturing. To me, the graphics were always good. Doom 2016 had great graphics at the time.
And the frame rate and
everything
the
is nice and smooth. The movement is nice. So if you guys are Doom Slayers, if you guys love Doom and have played Doom before, there's no reason why you guys should not get Doom Eternal. Yeah,
Doom Eternal is, I think if Wrecker was here, he would ring on it. That's how good this one is. Granted, Wrecker is a huge Doom fan, so he would want to put a ring on it.
Yeah.
But speaking from my behalf, I think that this game is very good. It's fun. It's nothing but action.
And they have the Hunt the Demon mode as well, where you have the one demon fighting against the Doomslayers.
Yeah.
So that's a cool little multiplayer mode as well.
Yeah.
That is not like the other Halo or arcadey type of game mode. So these are nice little things that they changed that I'm glad they did in Eternal.
Yeah. So
From my perspective as well, I'm not a big Doom fan, but I think Doom Eternal was a great game.
Yeah.
It was a great game. So yeah, going to not another game, but a game that we play a lot of the time, but something new came out this week for it.
And it's something that came out of left field. Like, we weren't expecting this.
Absolutely.
It kind of got announced, and then, hey, the update's up.
Update's up.
So go play it. It's Golden Gun.
Golden Gun.
Sorry. I got gun games stuck in my head.
Yeah.
So what is this mode? So it's Rainbow Six with an added twist to it. They give you a golden gun, and this gold gun is a one-shot, one bullet in the chamber style.
Yes.
So basically what you have to do is shoot, and then if you miss or hit, you have to reload your gun so you can shoot again. You can't just like rapid fire.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it added a little bit of you have to be skilled. I know a lot of people, like including myself, I'm not an iron sights type of person. I need to have a red dot.
Mm-hmm.
But after you play it after a certain amount of time, I think it does a great job of changing the pace of the game. There's no preparation phase. There's no...
Oh, yeah. Straight into it.
So you just start the battle and you just blazing. I know you had a video where you just busted in through the top window and just went ham on everybody, got an ace.
They weren't ready.
They weren't ready.
They weren't ready. You guys can check that on Instagram as well. So you guys can see the nice acing action from your boy Prodigy right here. And they were just...
So they call this an arcade
confused.
game, right?
Yes. That is because there's going to be an arcade playlist introduced into Rainbow.
Okay, so they're going to be swapping these these small, short...
I think that is an amazing idea. I really hope they continue to do it.
But they have to switch them out like every week,
yes,
right?
I hope they start doing an Overwatch approach to it, which is where every week or every 5 days they switch out a mode and put in the one. So maybe
like Martillo's next week.
Yeah, or maybe the hide and seek game is next week, or the cowboy one is next week. But also one thing coming next week might be the April Fool's joke again. Remember the April Fool's mode last year was the plane teddy bear.
I love that.
The teddy bear. You gotta save Mr. Bear. But yeah, so
they're going night.
Yeah. So next week we're gonna probably most likely have an event on April 1st, April Fool's joke. But yeah, this arcade playlist thing I think is a great idea from Ubisoft. I think it's another way of getting people to come back to the game and play it. So I think it's I love this mode. I thought it was a cool success, at least for a small game mode to be in an arcade like that. It's an arcade playlist was a good idea.
And I think they nailed it with the timing. I don't know if they planned it that way, but it kind of helped us go through this whole Corona stay-at-home phase and give us something different to do.
Something fun to mess around
with.
Yeah.
We want to thank Rampage Legend for coming in the chat. If you guys remember, he was last week. We showed off his gameplay.
His gameplay.
Freaking went ham on Shipment,
which we were going ham on Shipment the other day, man. Just ramping up our guns for Warzone, going crazy. But yeah, so what do you think of this arcade mode? Do you want to see more of this? What do you think?
I want to see it more often. I don't like those big long breaks in between little small events like this. I think this is something. I'm not a developer. I don't know how hard it is to make. But I don't think it could be that hard. Like you said, if they could mix it up between this and then the hide and seek one and all the other ones that they already have made already,
and they can do different things. You can simply have an operator.
Look at what we made up the other day, whereas it was hammers and knives versus gadgets and knives. And stuff.
So yeah, I definitely don't think that it's hard for the developers. Who knows? They unlock like an infinite impact grenade mode, so you just fight with grenades. Is like dodgeball, maybe. Who knows? That'd be pretty fun.
Just blowing holes all over the building.
Yeah. So I am excited to see more of this arcade playlist. I can't wait. I thought they did a great job with this one.
Yeah.
So yeah. Those are the reviews out this week. Any closing statements?
No. I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank everybody for participating in the show and everything. We want to thank Wrecker for always helping us out with the streaming. We want to thank Nikki, the PR person. Of course, Prodigy. Hitman's not here. He wanted to be here, but he got quarantined out of my house because he was in France and he was not able to make it. But he will be here next week. Yes. Riddle Rex, we spoke with her, and she will be on at some point as well once we get out of this quarantine. She is dying to be a part of the show again. So we can't wait to have her back. And check out the stuff on the bottom. Yes. Give them the lowdown. Give them the.
You guys know what to do down below. Hit the like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that way you guys know every time we go live. Down in the description, as well as our links to all our social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and our Discord server. So that way you guys could check that out as well and join there. So that way you guys can also talk to us and we could just have a nice little social group going. And on our Twitch, follow us. We're going to be streaming there throughout the entire week. We're going to be streaming all types of games so that way you guys can check out and comment down in our Discord or right here in our comments of this show what games you guys want to see us play on Twitch. We'll go there. We'll mess around, have a nice time as the GameBros crew always does. So make sure to check that out.
And hit the notification bell on Twitch too. We're trying to become Twitch affiliates. So
you guys also know when we go live on Twitch as well. Yeah. But yeah, just subscribe, share with friends, let them know this little show we got going on here, here in beautiful Miami. And like we always say, live in your world while playing ours, GameBros. Peace.